Can you believe this, Cowboys fans? For the first time in a long time, America's team finished the season dead last in pass defense. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, 32nd in the NFL against the pass. If that doesn't stop you in your tracks, nothing will. And that's exactly why this offseason feels different, urgent, and honestly a little dramatic. American football fire. The 2025 season will be remembered not for Dak Prescott's toughness or CeeDee Lamb lighting up secondaries, but for a defense that simply couldn't get off the field. Dallas gave up 251.5 passing yard per game and 35 passing touchdowns, second most in the entire league. Every Sunday felt like deja vu, opposing quarterbacks playing pitch and catch inside AT&T Stadium, while Cowboys fans stare at the screen thinking, how did it get this bad? Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The front office has officially hit the reset button, starting with the hiring of Christian Parker as the new defensive coordinator. And if you know Cowboys history, you know this franchise doesn't do small fixes. From Tom Landry's innovations to Jimmy Johnson's roster overhauls, when Dallas commits, they go big, white medium star, and big might mean Jalen Ramsey. Yes, that Jalen Ramsey. Three-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, one of the most recognizable and feared defensive backs of this generation. According to league insiders, including Bleacher Report's Alex Ballantyne, the Cowboys are once again circling Ramsey like they always seem to do whenever his name hits the trade market. Dallas and Jalen Ramsey. It's almost a tradition at this point. Now, quick refresher for casual fans. A cornerback is a defender who lines up against wide receivers, tasked with stopping passes, forcing turnovers, and, ideally, changing games. Ramsey has done all of that at an elite level. This past season, Pittsburgh even experimented with him at safety, the last line of defense. And here's the key. Dallas needs help at both positions. Ballantyne puts it perfectly. Even if Ramsey's not quite in his prime, his versatility alone would instantly elevate a Cowboys secondary that ranked at the bottom of the league. Pair him with Trayvon Diggs, when healthy, and suddenly quarterbacks aren't so comfortable anymore. Add Micah Parsons screaming off the edge, and now those coverage sacks start showing up again. Collision. Of course, there's a catch. There's always a catch. Ramsey's contract isn't small, and Dallas already has salary cap gymnastics to figure out. But let's be real, this franchise has never shied away from star power. This is a team of Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. Big names are part of the Cowboys' DNA. And that's not the only Steelers name on the radar. Let me introduce you to Nick Herbig, a rising edge rusher stuck behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith in Pittsburgh. Translation? Talent waiting for opportunity. Herbig is young, affordable, explosive, and exactly the kind of player Christian Parker could mold into a long-term weapon. Think about that rotation. Micah Parsons, DeMarvion Overshown, Donovan Ezeraku, and Nick Herbig flying off the edge. That's speed. That's pressure. That's modern NFL defense. One fictional NFC scout I spoke with put it this way: Herbig in Dallas? That's scary. You're talking about a kid who hasn't even scratched his ceiling yet. Historically, when the Cowboys get pressure, they win. Look back at the dominant defenses of the early 90s, or even the more recent Dan Quinn years. Pass rush and coverage. Those two things travel, especially in January. Now, zooming out for a moment, the NFC East is brutal. The Eagles aren't going anywhere. The Giants are rebuilding with purpose. The Commanders are aggressive and unpredictable. If Dallas wants to reclaim the division and finally end that long Super Bowl drought dating back to the 1995 season, this defense has to change. Not next year, now. So here's the big question, Cowboys Nation. Do you swing for the fences with a proven superstar like Jalen Ramsey? Or do you build quietly with a future piece like Nick Herbig? Or do you somehow do both? One thing is clear. Standing still is not an option. The stars on the helmet demand more. The fans demand more. And the road back to championship glory starts with fixing what broke this team in 2025. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ramsey, Herbig, or another move entirely. Backhand index pointing down. Hit that like button. if you believe the Cowboys are gearing up for a defensive comeback. And make sure you're subscribed, because this offseason in Dallas is just getting started. America's team is loading, and the NFL better be paying attention. White medium star American football fire.